Hi techies. Let's look into coding with Verilog HDL, the very basics. In general, the basic modeling structure begins with keyword module and ends with end module. There are 4 sections of content within the modules, which are the port declarations, data type declarations, circuit functionality, and timing specification. In this video, we will be addressing the very basics of describing the circuit functionality section. So here we go. Presenting to you, Verilog HDL basics, cannot be made any easier. Let's start by looking into logics. Logics are classified as combinatorial logics or sequential logics. Combinatorial logic is referred as time-independent logics. Any changes in input are immediately reflected on the output. It has no storage element, thus no memory. In contrast, the output of a sequential logic depends upon its present input, its previous outputs, so in effect has some form of memory. Do take note that sequential logics are basically combinatorial logics with the additional properties of feedback and storage. In short, sequential logic has memory while combinatorial logic does not. Now that we have an idea of logics, we will focus a code snippet of the design module. For the combinatorial logic, we've chosen an AND gate to be used as an example, and for the sequential logic, we are using the example of a D flip-flop. In the next couple of slides, we will be analyzing details of this code based on 3 different aspects: the assignments, the data types, and the operators. In this slide, we will pay attention to the assignment statements. For combinatorial logics, the keyword assign is used to indicate a continuous statement. Or an equivalent implicit continuous statement can be used with the keyword wire. On the other hand, the sequential logics will be using a procedural statements with the keywords always. The always block executes concurrently starting at time 0 and continuously in a looping fashion. Do note that for procedural statements, the keywords begin and end must be used if block contains more than one statement. Now we will look closer into the data types. The combinatorial logics uses the net data type with keyword wire, while the sequential logics uses the variable data type with keyword reg. Net data type represents physical interconnect between structures, whereas the variable data type represents element to store data temporarily. Again, there are many other nets and variables that are also available in Verilog. A point to be noted is that, conventionally, designers are expected to always declare the data type of the outputs of their respective designs. However, if the data type is undeclared, then it will be assumed as wire by default. And finally, we have arrived at the best part of the assignments, the blocking and the non-blocking. Blocking assignments are executed in the order it is specified. And the non-blocking assignments allows scheduling of assignments without blocking, execution of the statements that follow in a sequential block. Rule of thumb: use the blocking statement for combinatorial logic and use the non-blocking statement the sequential logics. Again, do take note that both blocking and non-blocking statements can be used within a procedural assignments. And now we have arrived at the summary of the today's learnings. For combinatorial logic, use the continuous assignment with keyword assign and the net data type with keyword wire, by associating them using the blocking operators. For the sequential logic, use procedural assignment with keyword always and the variable data type with keyword reg, by associating them using the non-blocking operators. Evidently, Verilog HDL basics cannot be made any easier. Please don't forget to like, share, and hit subscribe and leave us your comments about the video and what future topics you would like us to cover. Don't forget to share the video. Stay tuned for our next video on FSM. Cannot be made any easier.